One of the biggest mistakes families make when it comes to functional neurological disorder or FND recovery is the thinking that the rest will fix everything, or pushing harder or as hard as they can is the only way to get better. The truth is neither works. Resting too much actually keeps the nervous system stuck, and pushing too hard will lead to crashes that will make you and your child feel like a failure. So the truth is recovery really comes from something else entirely different. That is actually called pacing movement the right way. So today I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. So let's dive in. Hi, my name is Dr. Lee. I'm a pediatric health psychologist and the founder of Teen FND Academy. For years, I have helped families of teens with FND reclaim their lives through skill-based coaching, structure, compassion, and love. In this video, we're diving into the recovery step number 3 from my family action plan, Move Your Body. That's number 3. So this step is all about pacing, which is to find the sweet spot where movement builds progress without overwhelming the nervous system too much. So here is exactly what you need to know. Number 1, FND is not made up. It is a real brain-based communication problem between a brain and a body, even though structurally your child's brain and body are completely fine. The movement is one of the most powerful tools to retrain that connection between a brain and a body. It sounds kind of weird, but it is really true. Even the smallest action, like walking to the kitchen or brushing your hair or even dancing to one song or even just walking from your bedroom to bathroom, anything and everything actually sends a clear signal to this brain that I am safe, I am in control, and I can move forward. So this is really how you can train your brain and a body. And I like to remind families when I teach this in my program, motion is lotion. What that means is that every little bit of movement helps loosen this tension and retrains the nervous system, even though step by step. But here's a key. It is not about doing more. This is where it gets kind of confusing, but it is really about doing it steadily and consistently at the right pace. So now let's talk about the mistakes that keeps families stuck, because I want to make sure that this resonates with you. So I want to share a story of one of the teens that I have worked with in the past. This teen, let's just call her Tammy, has been struggling with FND symptoms for quite some time. And in the beginning, the family, of course, didn't know exactly what to do, just like anyone else, maybe including you. So just like any loving and caring parents do, they let Tammy rest in her bedroom for as long as she needed to. And then she wanted to when she was having a bad day. But the parents soon realized that Tammy was actually missing a lot of school days, and that got them super concerned, just like any other family. And then the parents actually went to the other side of the spectrum. They talked to Tammy about their concerns from missing so many days of school, because by then this has been like so many days and she was super behind. So they asked her to get up and go to school, even though she was having a hard time. And at this point, it's really important to mention that Tammy was also very frustrated herself and concerned, because before this FND, she was a straight A student, super diligent, with so many other activities going on in her life. So of course, she was very frustrated and feeling like out of control. So what does she do? She started pushing no matter what, just like any other diligent students would be doing. But guess what? That did not last for a long time, because shortly after the attempt, she crashed and burned, and more importantly, it made Tammy feel like she failed big time. Then the parents also got upset and felt very guilty for asking her to push herself too much. So now they're in this conundrum and then this loop of waiting for Tammy's perfect recovery days. This looks like when Tammy is feeling good, then she pushes herself as much as possible because she needs to catch up. She wants to do as much as possible. But then when she's having a bad day, what is she doing? She's in her room all day, every day. And this really creates this vicious cycle of inconsistency to begin with, but completely relying on how her body feels, like a flavor of the day, totally uncertain and absolutely out of control. The truth is neither extreme works, resting or pushing too hard. And the nervous system needs consistent, gentle rewiring to begin with. This is where the pacing comes in. So let's talk about pacing. What is pacing to begin with? Pacing is literally finding this middle ground, not too little, but not too much. It is about creating steady daily wins that add up over time. So this is not one and done thing. More specifically, pacing is this fancy name for taking a mini eye-brain breaks that are pre-planned based on either time or a segment of a task, not when your child is feeling tired or feeling the flare-up or symptom is coming up, because by then it's too late and you know this already. So here is how you can start the pacing movement with your team. Step 1, start small. Choose one simple daily movement. And I like to have this concrete example of what that looks like so then you can have a better picture. And again, the whole idea is to move away from a 0 day. So no more Tammy stay in bedroom all day, every day. So literally small, one simple movement, even if it's just for 30 seconds. So this requires a commitment from your team, just like what Tammy had to do. Step 2, build consistency first. Daily practice is more important than intensity. That's why starting with the baby step is really the key. So it is not about pushing a lot when feeling good. So the pacing looks just like this. Let's just say for the context of conversation that you're walking between your room and a kitchen for, let's just say 2 rounds. Between your room and kitchen, 1, 2. And then you take a short break for about 2 minutes, whether it's like just sitting down or closing your eyes, practicing slow breathing. I've got tons of autonomic nervous system regulation strategies that you can find on my YouTube channel. And if going for 2 rounds is tough, then start with 1 round between your room and kitchen and then back to your room, 1 round. And then take a short break. And if you feel like on the other side of the spectrum, if you feel like you can go for 10 rounds, I would say still take a mini break at 2 rounds. Again, this is really about building this habit of taking a break before you feel like you need to take one. Then repeat the process for several times, however you like. There is actually a math for doing this precisely, but I want to keep it super simple and short. So step 3, track your progress. Use a weekly tracker that is actually in my family guide to celebrate small wins. Okay, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that. What are you actually celebrating? Step 4, celebrating your effort. It is not about the outcome. It is really about you committing to not having a 0 day, even though if that means on a really bad day, all you can do is get out of bed. That is a whole lot better than not having anything. So really, success is showing up, not symptom-free perfection. Remember, every step tells the brain, I am safe, I can move, I am stronger than I was yesterday. And if this is, by the way, resonating with you, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and then share it with everybody you know on the planet. Because the more families who understand FND, well, guess what? The more awareness we can spread around the globe. So I need your help to help me help you. I also want to address some common roadblocks families face because I get this question all the time. Number 1, my teen does not feel like moving. All right, check my action plan. Actually, step 1, which is a GPS. It's a goal, purpose, and step worksheet. Your teen, essentially, or you, has to have your own or their own reason for wanting to get better. So this is not about you as a parent policing or rescuing your child, because that's not the solution. And number 2, what if symptoms flare up during movement? Well, guess what? That's expected. But as long as you can believe that your body is actually safe and your body is okay, then keep going with that process. And usually you could feel worse before you get better. It's actually technically called extinction burst or adjustment periods, whatever you want to call it. You can take a longer break if you need to. Being flexible is okay. And that's why you take a break before you feel like you need one. Also, on a particularly bad day, as I mentioned, it is okay to walk from your room to the kitchen once and call it a day. That's a whole lot better than staying in your room all day. Do not equate flare-ups with failure or, oh my gosh, my body is getting worse. It's not that. As long as you can believe that your body's actually safe and your body's okay within the context of FND, then you can keep going. And again, doesn't mean like you keep going, okay? Well, number 3, we don't know what it's too much. Well, here's the deal. There is only one way to tell. That's why the first step is to make the decision to not have a 0 day anymore. That is the very first step. And what is the bare minimum you are willing to commit to? And that is exactly the question that you want to ask yourself. And that is where you can start, okay? Now, parents, your role in pacing is huge. You can encourage, but you don't need to push. You are going to praise and recognize your teen's effort, not just results. And model pacing yourself. So show your teen how you actually manage your energy and balance in your own life by following this pacing plan in my action plan. And when you stay calm and consistent, then you're basically giving this environment because it gives your teen permission to do the same thing. So here's the next step. Download my free Teen FND Family Action Plan Guide. I'll link it right below this video, and it walks you through the recovery steps we are talking about today. And it's completely free. That includes worksheet that makes pacing really practical and then trackable. And before you go, I would love to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me what small step of movement are you or your teen going to try this week? And let's share ideas so other families see that they're not alone, just like you are not alone. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.